Oh wow, I'm getting old. Sorry, before I start, I just want to say I look at my Steam library, and my Granches is about to hit 4,000 hours, and it kind of hit on me how much time I spent on this game just now. Anyway, hi, welcome to another Awakening showcase, and today we're going to be checking out Rufus Awakening. An Awakening that, not gonna lie, I was actually really excited when I first read, and he did got some really cool updates and features that I just can't wait to show it to you guys because I still think it's pretty cool what he got. So as you can see here, I already got the 4th skill unlocked and the Awakening skill, which we are going to be using in this episode today, as we usually do. Here's my Rufus total attack power, sitting at 332k. He's about the same area as my Jin and Ryan, and now last because he's also at 300k by the time of this recording. He's not going to do all that bad, but his performance could obviously be a little more better. We are going to be running his first job because, well, meme material. So for this video, we're going to be doing basically what we did on, who was it? It was Jin Showcase, where we're just going to jump right into Great Explosion of Konats. Why did I put an S in Konats? It's Konat. There's multiple of them now. Then we're going to jump in on Infinity Cloister. Unfortunately, my Rufus can do stage 2. Oh yeah, he cannot do it at all. So we're just going to have to do stage 1 for now, which I still think it will be good nonetheless. And then we finish it up with Void Invasion, which, spoiler alert, I tried it on my own and I was able to do it just fine. So we ignore that one over there. It doesn't exist. Editor, cut that one out. I just realized what I said, and it's literally cutting that one off. I am comedy genius sometimes. So before we jump right into the showcase, I'd like to say if you enjoyed this video so far and like to see more showcase in the future, if you enjoyed this sort of videos and would like to see more showcase in the video, or just Grand Chase content altogether, you're more than welcome to leave a like, comment, subscribe, because we do Grand Chase content here on a weekly basis. And I also have to remind people the new goal in this channel, where we're reaching 1,000 subscribers before May 22nd. I know you guys have been giving me a lot of support since the Ryan episode, so I kind of understand, because honestly that episode was pretty fun to record, and I still need to see how he dies, which I still haven't done it by the time of this recording. Also, I just wanted to say my Rufus for some reason looks like Virgil dressed as Dante while wearing Dante's guns. He's essentially having an identity crisis. Alright, so Rufus received some pretty cool changes here, and I'll try to get to it as fast as I possibly can, because there's a lot here that we can talk about. So his dash attack now summon bullets on both directions. The second thing he got now is that if you jump and then press X, you can do his air attack, which can be comboed into the normal attack like this. But the one thing that I think is really cool that they added for Rufus is that they made some abilities into his command attacks. If I don't know what abilities are, I don't even know if that's the name of it, where it's essentially like an action that you can do for free. You're not invincible through it, it's not considered a skill, it's just like an ability that allows you to extend your combo. I think that's the best way you can describe it. So Rufus Case got some of these abilities into his combos abilities. Now if I press X, Rufus will do this attack now, which used to be an ability that costs AP every time you press the skill. Then he got another ability where if it's just pressed twice forward, yeah, there you go. Essentially, this is critical attack. And I'm pretty sure that's also, yeah, that's also his double attack. And then the one thing that I think is pretty funny that he got, his machine gun is now his C. And if I feel like it, I can just turn it back and then keep shooting. And I think that's about it. I don't know how efficient these attacks are. Like, I never paid attention to that. The only thing I know is that this attack is great for doors, and that's pretty much it. So, nothing much to do there. So, we're just gonna make sure to check it out. How much does his C attack and also his X combo, why don't we, see in comparison to his normal combos? I'm not gonna be able to pay attention to that because I was just gonna be a little bit too focused on actually attacking the boss. So, you guys will be able to judge properly on your own. And maybe I'll try to judge on my own when I'm recording this. Because I'll be honest here, since my Rufus isn't exactly the strongest guy on the earth, I actually need to pay a little bit of attention here because I can die pretty quickly here. Yeah, like that. I can actually get chomped to death by Unsaber Creation, which I will refuse to let that happen like ever. I refuse to die to this big eye monster. Just to how much I mean it, I'm just gonna throw the new 4th skill right here. Okay, he fucking killed him. Visualize, I really like this one. It really gives me like Rugal vibes from King of Fighters. If you know, you know. That effect looks still sick to this day. Alright, anyway, enough for me to talk about King of Fighters. Just jump on Astaroth here because this guy is gonna be a complete menace. Ugh. Gotta avoid the yellow balls, because these yellow balls are surely not good. Okay, how can I approach this? Okay, like this, I guess. Right in the knee. I actually did a lot of that did so much damage. I lost the ability to speak. Check this out. Yeah, pre-shooting the wing. That's how we do this. Excuse me. So I'm actually curious to see on my own. What does more damage? Does my Z does more damage or my X do more damage? So let's see. I'm just gonna do one shot. That did 4,000 no crit. Can you? Oh god, can you crit for me, Rufus, please? Crit. 19. Okay, that did 19. How much does this do on crit? 14. I mean, what did that crit? 42. Well, I hate how that keeps critting, but the basic attack is not. Whoa, nice freeze there, game. Maybe both of them can do damage. I mean, it's not that much of a comparison, really. Like, it's about the same area of damage. Like, yeah, 18k, something like that. It's still damage nonetheless. For basic attacks, anyway. I actually shouldn't have done that. I don't know how I'm gonna get out of this one alive, boys. I just forgot I didn't got the right potion for this, so we're probably dead here. Yeah. 1 second, I am getting some potions. Because this game is a piece of grand doo-doo. Alright, we're back over here. I had to grab some potions because, sincerely speaking, if I am going to do this, then the potions that I had were just not going to be much of a help here. And honestly, we need to get all the help that I can here because these guys are not here to mess around, and that is exactly what I'm here for. So, yeah, I should have actually changed my skills here because this attack here can be a little bit of a run killer. But I believe in my abilities as a gamer. I should actually hold that because if he does his danger, yep. He's gonna do this danger attack is gonna be a little complicated, but let's see. God, dude, these balls are like really annoying to deal with. They're so annoying, in fact, that the game just lagged. I don't know if you guys noticed that, which is crazy because it was not that laggy when I was first. I can't even speak, and I'm dead. Or never mind, we're living. How am I going to do this? Alright, focus on dodging. Shouldn't be that bad. Oh, it doesn't reach that far. I thought it was a good skill, but it's not. I mean, it's still good. It just doesn't have a good range as I thought it would. Why? Alright, that's it. That's enough messing around. Die. Hit him in the dick. It's probably my setup that is really bad, but like, holy shit, that was actually a lot harder than I thought it would. Chaotic bitch, I'm not excited to fight this woman either. Yeah, shoot the air. That's gonna help. Okay. How can I approach here? Oh, I didn't know this was that big. Ow. Now, stop. In the name of the law! Stop your nonsense, bitch. Ooh, that was clean. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, what'd she do? It was so unbelievable that the game froze again. Alright, no hesitation. I'm just gonna hold C and see what happens here. Ugh, you ain't gonna do anything with me. Oh god, I'm not apologizing. Never mind, I don't apologize. I'm Rufus. Eat bullets! And then hold my awakening skill! Bing, 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 bing. And shoot the gun. Shoot the gun. God, I have the worst commentary possible. I meant to say shoot the camera, but then I say shoot the gun. Why do you guys watch me? Why do I have 8,000 subscribers at this point? I just have the worst commentary. Or the best one, because, I mean, people are giving me support, which I'm still highly appreciative of. Alright, first considerations. I love the awakening skill, personally. Unfortunately, I've seen it before, so it wasn't as a surprising shock for me. But that still doesn't stop me from absolutely enjoying visually that awakening skill. I don't know why there's like lights in the background, because for a second I thought he was going to pull up a show when I first saw it, but it's still cool nonetheless. And as for the fourth skill, I personally really enjoy it. I can't help to not see Rugal from King of Fighters. Well, every time I see that, but I still think it's pretty cool. And it's probably why it's one of my favorite 4 skills so far, is because it reminds me of Rugal. And look, you cannot blame me. His special attack is just so iconic that every time I see it, it reminds me of it. Editor, make sure to put a clip of it to people know what I'm saying, because I feel like there's only 3% of people who play King of Fighters and know what I'm talking about. So for those who don't know, this is what I'm referring to. Alright, enough about King of Fighters. Let's just jump right into Infinity Cloister, because in here there's the King of Douches for people below 400k anyway. Even then, I still think my Rufus is gonna do fine here. I actually believe that with this 4th skill, this level is just gonna be like a breeze for the majority of the time, because this 4th skill, even if it doesn't have a good range, I put that in many quotations, it's still possible to do stuff like this, I guess. Yep. Alright, let's just give it a shot. See, if there are force people here, just press G and win. Who said that Grand Chase is the hard game? All you have to do is press G and you win. Although, unfortunately, I do not think it's going to be the same for this guy. And this one's going to require some preparation before we press G to win. For instance, we need to put all these guys down there. That felt so dramatic for some reason. Bellilith sent his regards. I might have done that a little too early, actually. Early and they're like all separated. That's not what you want to do here. Everybody move over there. Alright, that kind of worked, I guess. No! Why are you running? Why are you running? There we go. Ugh. I feel like Tom trying to catch Jerry every time I face that guy. It's just all over the place, man. Jesus. I guess it makes sense because he is kind of a rat. Anyway, duel. My good old duel. It's time for us to fight. And let's be honest here, if you don't think I'm gonna shoot you to death, you're almost half wrong, because it's gonna be annoying to shoot you. So, knife? Can I do a little bit of cheesing here? I'm just waiting to just shoot him with the big gun, because that's what I want to do. I swear I jumped there. I swear I'm a mom. That was my opportunity to shoot, but I'm gonna shoot it anyway. Wait, he's stuck every time I shoot? That's gonna be amazing if that's the case. When am I gonna be able to use that? I don't know. Dodge, and then shoot. Oh my god, he does get stunned. That's great. For something. I don't know where we're gonna be use that, but it's good that you can know that. Anyway, awakening skill, die. Just don't shoot me, that's all I ask. You bitch. Ooh! Ooh! Oh, mama! He turned a 6 upside down, I saw that. He can do that in the air, what? Just shoot you down. Just shoot you down! See, that right there was what we call punishment in the fighting community. Alright, well, that wasn't that much of a problem either. I actually really did enjoy playing with Rufus here. He did manage to get it slightly faster. Urka is just really annoying, doesn't matter what character you're playing with. But even then, he wasn't all that bad, personally. Alright, so we're gonna finish it up in Void Invasion. Unfortunately, there's already a little spoiler here because I couldn't control myself to try it out on my own. Silly me. But anyway, we're just gonna give it a shot here because unfortunately in that one attempt I actually almost couldn't do it on my own, and it was kind of embarrassing. But now that I'm getting a little bit used to Rufus, hopefully we'll be able to do much better than last time. Yes, I'm saying we because you guys are with me in this, so it's now your run as well. If I'm doing this, everyone gets a chest here. There's no exceptions. If you don't get it, then it's because you're not subscribed to the channel. Actually, I still don't know exactly what the right stuff to do for him is here, because it's just so much you can do. Of course, dude, every time I do this, he just flies into the air. Never doing an awakening skill or anything like that until he jumps, because that is just inconvenient timing. The devs are watching this video now, and they gotta be. They're like, oh, Fal is here, so therefore he must be recording. Time to mess around with him. Which, if that's the case, guys, how dare you? I'm already at 200k. Can I not catch a break here? Can he even do that? Probably not. I personally hope not. Whoa, how did I get here? Yeah, let's go. Extend that air combo. Get the bullets in here. I'm just gonna do this as early as I possibly can, and I don't think it's in time for me. The time that I have here isn't enough for the cooldown to just go back in time. Crit? There you go. That skill's actually like pretty good when he crits. So does literally every other skill, Fel. That's just how it is. Whoa, whoa! Oh, calm down there. You all saw that damage that I did there? What was that? That was quite a hunky amount of damage, if I can say so myself. Okay. Well, you're doing this? Really? Alright. I'll take that free damage. Can't help to just keep shooting at it because it's just so fun to just shoot that. Look, this doesn't do almost any damage, but that's not stopping me from having fun every time I do this. Although it is going to stop me from getting the void done, so probably need to stop doing that. Probably why I always didn't do it when I was first playing this on my own. Ooh, go back. Well, I mean, there's not much for me to do here. Oh no, it's gonna catch me. Ugh. Don't shoot, Rufus. Just do something. Do a flip before I care. Let's see, a minute. Okay, a minute. Alright, so when I have 10 seconds, I am able to do another awakening skill. If the game doesn't crash, what the fuck? I've actually sent them a ticket about it, and they say like, oh, that's probably a your fault issue, so we're not gonna do anything about that. So, thank you guys. Thank you for listening to our support. It's not like everybody's probably talking how horrible the game performance is right now. I feel like my gun actually gives me a little bit of AP. Which I'm not against that if it does. Well, I'm actually going to lose here because the game kind of took it away from me there with that freeze. And also I am just playing horribly as well, probably. Not a good Rufus here, but we'll see if we can do a miracle. Unless... No! He jumped! He didn't jump! I was gonna do it, you purple bitch! Alright, well, we're just gonna jump right in here. This time I'm actually locking the fuck in because this now has pissed me off into levels I cannot even describe. Okay. Ah, no, no! Jesus, that does so much damage. Could have just done the first kill. I was just too afraid. It's not enough for another awakening, but that's fine. We'll have to deal with one. Don't shoot me. Idiot. The target's up there, dude. Don't shoot me. Why are you shooting me? You need me for this. You dummy. Okay, just don't step on me. Thank you. How many people ever said that? I need to actually hold for the first kill, because at this point, it's crazy. I don't know how I was able to avoid all that. Okay, he's gonna do it again. He's gonna wait for the right moment. That's the right moment. Alright, so we're fairly even with the timing. I have 116 bars and I have 1 minute and 60 seconds. It's possible. It's no longer possible. Ah, game. As if it was hard enough that I have to deal with this, I have to deal with the game's annoying lags, which... I'm convinced that it's the developer trying to stop this showcase at this point. I'm gonna get flung in the air. Never mind, we're living. Okay, I need to actually just hold it off for the awakening skill at this point, because... not awakening skill, sorry, the fourth skill, because that's the only thing here that I'm doing good damage with. Rugal bonus! What is wrong with me? I literally speak everything that comes to mind. Anyway, die. Oh, he didn't die! Now he did. Now he did. What? Oh, that's fair. And I was able to get another awakening skill here, which, thank you. It's not like I need it, but I will do it anyway just to finish it off here with style. Oh, well, okay. I mean, as stylish as Granch is gonna give me anyway. Alright, so I guess on that note, we're gonna leave the showcase there. I kinda wish we ended on a brighter picture of it, but I guess it is what it is. Granch is having a stroke, so we're not gonna try to mess around with that for now. When it comes to the Awakening skill, personally, I really enjoyed visually, like I mentioned before. I just really like how flashy it is. I forgot to talk about this as well, but the impact frames at it as well, pretty nice to see. If I had to like rank Rufus person, I think he's like one of my top 10 for now as the best ones so far. I don't know, I just really enjoy how it visually looks. I still don't know what's up with the lights that appear in the background. It just kind of feels weird to me. And also the fact that he shoots me, it gives me a daily reminder he's a prick. And as for the new 4th skill, I really just can't help to say that this is like a really good 4th skill. Like, it has a good range, it has a good damage, mainly because it does like a lot of damage over time, and then it gives like a big explosion at the end. Like, it's a really good one. If I had to pick between one of these two, I obviously have to go with the new 4th skill, mainly. The old 4th skill isn't personally bad as far as I've seen on my own. I think it does like an okay damage for the most part. Though which one is better, I personally don't know. I feel like the new one is better, but maybe some people will still enjoy the first one a little better. So I suppose it depends on your game style, really. But if I had to pick either one of them, I think the new one just feel better. So I personally would pick that one. And as for Rufus, I kind of actually didn't feel all that much of a difference playing with him. It kind of feels like I'm playing with Uno, but with AP instead of MP. Doesn't mean I don't enjoy playing with Rufus. By any means, I love playing with this character. He's like personally one of my favorite AP characters to play with, which really sucks because I think he's like one of the worst ones we have so far. The addition of new commence attack into his kit I think is pretty cool and pretty interesting to see on AP characters specifically. For Rufus, for instance, I think it's a pretty good one because people never actually use any of those stuff because they lack damage and it never made sense to use them before. So implementing these stuff that people never use into their command attacks, I think it's a pretty cool idea, and it makes me wonder, characters like Dio, for example, or Zero even, like, what are we gonna see for characters like this? Really makes me curious to see what they do with that character. Overall, I love playing with Rufus, as he's a character that I actually enjoy playing on my own, but now with some of these new additions, I personally really do still enjoy playing with him. The one downside I still kind of have for him, at least if you compare it to some other AP characters, is his lack of AP is still a problem for me. Like every other AP character, in some way has a way to recover it. Zero has his thorns and every time he hits, he gains AP or HP, whatever you set on it. Dio, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have anything as well, but he does have the orbs depending on what path you choose, which either makes these skills stronger or reduce MP consumption of it, which I think personally is good either way. Lei has the inspiration, which basically just fills her entire AP for free. Vegas has literally the runes that if you crit, you get an additional AP bonus recovery, which it just makes stuff a lot more easier for them. And then we have Rufus, who literally has nothing to compensate. He doesn't have like a buff, he doesn't have like MP reduction, nothing. He literally has nothing to compensate that, and I feel like that's the one thing that drags this character down a lot. And I know some people will say, just give him an AP recovery, which, yeah, I suppose that is one way you can sell this, but it's never good to have too much MP recovery. You are able to do these skills with ease, but then where's the damage of these skills, you know what I mean? Like, you eventually will just have to focus on other stuff. I feel like this should be like something that is implemented on the character, considering how like everybody else kind of has that, like I said. So like for Rufus to not have this, it's like really just the worst part of it. But regardless, even without that, I still love playing with Rufus. He's like such a fun character to play with. He's like the underdog of AP characters, if I can say. So on that note, we're gonna leave the video here. Like I mentioned before, if you enjoyed this video and like to see more Grand Chase in the future, you're more than welcome to leave a like, comment, subscribe, because we do Grand Chase content here on a weekly basis. And if you're a Rufus main, you're more than welcome to leave in the comments as well what you thought about Rufus. Do you enjoy playing with him as much as I did, or do you have a few things here and there that you think he's now trash or the worst character in the game? Either way, feel free to put in the comments, because I always love reading what you guys think about these characters just as much as I do. And with that, we're gonna leave the video here. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys have a great day today. Stay awesome, stay safe, have a great farm session today, and remember to spend your time wisely. 4,000 hours in Grand Chase is not something healthy, and as somebody who probably reached this by the time of this recording, I don't recommend to anybody. Unless you're just crazy like I am, which in that case, I'm saluting you. You cannot see, but I'm actually saluting you. Anyway, we're just gonna leave it there. See each other next time. Peace.